Okay, so today I will show you some of the experiments, some of the special experiments regarding to the first of all some anions experiment. Now, for sulfide, the sulfide having a special characteristics, that is rotten egg smell. Now, when it is treated with dilute acid, it evolves one rotten egg smell gas, which is the characteristic identification of the sulfide. Okay. But other than that, there is also test to sulfide, which is a theoretical question. Sulfide solution plus acidified with acetic acid plus lead acetate. This part having no need. So, this will produce a black PPT of lead sulfide. So, this is important. Okay. So, do you want to see the black PPT? Do you want to see the black PPT? If you have seen it earlier, if you want, then okay. So, I will down my microphone because I have to travel to the rack. Okay. So, the voice might be some disturb. Okay. So, first of all, I will take one sulfide salt. This is the sulfide salt. Now you can see the texture of that salt. Just look at this. This is the texture. This is the texture of that salt. Okay, just like the flakes. Only one or two flakes will be taken. Just one or two flakes taken here, and then it will be dissolved in water. Yes, now see the solution preparation. The solution preparation, yes, it is clear. Yes, it becomes clear. It is sulfide, sodium sulfide is taken. Yes, it is clear now. Now it will be acidified by acetic acid. This is the acetic acid I am taking. Acidified by acetic acid. Very little amount of acetic acid should be taken. You can see that a white PPT comes. This is of lead. Here acetic acid I have added, sulfide. So, this is the PPT of white PPT. You can see the white PPT. Okay. Now, in this we will add lead acetate. So, here acetic acid only and sulfide. So, next to add lead acetate with this. Lead acetate added. When I will shake it, it turns to black. See that it is converting to black in color. Yes, now it is converted to black. This is due to lead sulfide. Okay. So, if sulfide is present, then it is a characteristic smell also, but out of that you can do it, that it is an alternate test. So, aqueous solution, then acidified with acetic acid, and then lead acetate. This produces black PPT. Okay. Next, the test for nitrite. Next, the test for nitrite, NO2 minus. Nitrate shows two tests. What are the tests? One is concentrate sulfuric acid and then copper turning and heated in the Bunsen burner. Then it will produce one brown smell, brown coloration gas of nitrogen dioxide. Yes, brown ring. And brown ring is the confirmative test. How to done the brown ring? That is, prepare aqueous solution of the sample, then add ferrous sulfate to this. If it is freshly prepared ferrous sulfate, shake it, and then concentrate sulfuric acid should be added to the wall of the test tube, and at the junction of the two liquids that add sulfuric acid are heavier, then it will produce the brown ring. So NO2 minus, just test for nitrite. This is nitrite. Now how to test for nitrite? That first of all, we have to take the sample, the sample is white in color. Okay. Now we will have to prepare the aqueous solution, that adding water we should prepare the solution. Very little amount of water should be added here. Yes, water added. Now for nitrite, first we will do we have to add here ferrous sulfate. Before going to ferrous sulfate, some drops of acetic acid is added just to acidify, otherwise it directly test with the solution. Acetic acid and then ferrous sulfate should be added. Okay. So wait, I am going to bring ferrous sulfate. I am adding ferrous sulfate crystals. Just look at this. Just look at this. It is the color of is dark brown color. Clear? Dark brown color. It is also one test for nitrite. Okay, it is looking black, but it is a test for nitrite, NO2 minus. And also this test brown ring, that the brown fume, when you heat up directly with sulfuric acid. Okay, clear? Nitrite. So sulfide was done, nitrite was done. Next is that, is it clear to you the test for okay, now come to the reactions involved here. the reactions involved here, suppose nitrite which is taken NO2 minus plus acetic acid, nitrite plus acetic acid, it will produce one salt of, if it is sodium nitrite NaNO2, so then it is produced CH3COONA, CH3COONA plus HNO2, nitrous acid, HNO2, nitrous acid. In the second case, HNO2 will produce to decompose, HNO2 will decompose to form HNO3 plus NO, nitrous oxide. Okay. And when we add ferrous sulfate, FeSO4 plus NO, this will combine to produce the dark brown compound FeSO4 dot NO. This is of brown color. This is the conformative test for nitrite. Clear? Okay. So the test for sulfate, chloride, nitrate are known to you. Test for sulfate, chloride, nitrate are known to you. Okay, no need to show it. Okay, so these two tests, sulfite and nitrate, these two are shown today. Now coming to the next part, that is test for some basic radicals. Okay, so already the group separation. Okay, so today I how many times left? Okay, times are there. So today I will show you how group separation is done. So for this I will take the sample, sample from every group from 0 to 1, 0 there is ammonium, there is no test for ammonium. From 1 to 3, 4, 5 and 6, but 6 having no exact, this is only one particular. So just very important is the 3, but here there is no issuing of sulfide gas, only the 4, that is the calcium, barium, strontium, these are in 5, and that of iron and aluminium, these are shown. How they PPT in the presence of exact reagent. Okay, so wait some time, I am assembling the reagents. Okay.
10 লিটার না 20 লিটার? এটা দিয়ে ঠিক আছে, আর বললো আর যদি লাগে আমরা 4-5 দিন পরে দিতে পারবো, এখন দিতে পারবো। ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে।
Okay, students. So, group 4 for iron and aluminium. What are the group reagents for that? What is the group reagents for group aluminium? Group reagents for aluminium. Not known. Ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide. So just here aluminium is taken as a sample. Okay, this is a solution, aqueous solution is prepared. Now next I will show you that the addition of ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide, what changes are occurred. Okay. At first I will add ammonium chloride. No change. No change of color. Now ammonium hydroxide. Just see the color change. Color change means PPT. Okay. Just a light PPT comes already. This is shows gelatinous PPT. This shows gelatinous PPT. You can see it. Just a light PPT comes here. Okay. A light PPT comes here. You can see. I can see from here. I don't know you can see or not. Yes, this light PPT indicates that it is for aluminium. Okay, there is confirmative test for also for aluminium, but this is from group, that this group indicates the light PPT. Okay, so this is group 3. Now group 4. So next I will take one sample from group 4, that is zinc. Okay, so taking zinc reaction. Okay, suppose aluminum chloride is taken as a sample, then NH4OH added, then it will produce AlO whole thrice plus 3-isop NH4Cl. This is of white color. Okay. Next, taking as zinc as a sample, what is the group reagent? Here the group reagent is for group 4. Again it will produce required H2S. Here taking the flakes we can try to come the black PPT, but it is not sufficient to identify. So just look at this. Look at this. This is the sample. This is the sample. Okay. This is a transparent sample, you can see. Now here we will add NH4Cl, NH4OH, and then sodium sulfide flakes, because it producing the H2S gas, so it may produce the black PPT. Ammonium chloride added. Then ammonium hydroxide. Adding ammonium hydroxide, and then some sodium sulfide flakes. Just a light black color is coming at the top. Okay. basin it becomes black. Just it is not possible to show you. It becomes black because the concentration of acid was less. So by this way group 4 can be detected. Now moving to group 5. Next group, that is group 5. Group 5 having barium, strontium or calcium. Barium, strontium or calcium, they give good test on flame. Okay, but here the group reagents are ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide and then ammonium carbonate. So just see that. So here I will take one sample of calcium. Okay, once aluminium is in group 3. Aluminium is in group 3. Aluminium iron. So here I will take the sample of calcium. Okay, barium chloride is taken. Barium chloride. Barium chloride is taken. Then to prepare the solution. Okay, so to prepare solution, we'll add water here. Okay, then ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. Transparent solution, clear solution. Next add ammonium chloride. This is ammonium chloride. Add there. Then ammonium hydroxide. Again we have to add ammonium carbonate. Okay, so ammonium carbonate should be added. Now see that the white PPT. Okay, so this PPT should be filtered and should be taken for the group separation, but we need not to do that because we have some special test to do the test for barium or etc. Okay, just acidifying it and then add ferrocyanide, but this is the group test. Okay. Okay, so group 5 was detected today and group 3. Group 4 is not so well because of absence of sulfide gas. Clear? So that's all for today. Next class we will come on with some different topics. Okay, maybe